Remember how I said something much worse was coming to Melanie? Well, that something worse has finally happened now in the form of a lawsuit made by Charlie against Cooper's courts. Brianna told Melanie that she got a phone call from Charlie saying that she is threatening to sue Cooper's courts for $1 million. Now, the recreational center might be on the brink of bankruptcy. Melanie remembers the repairman saying that the screws of the machine that fell on Charlie might have been intentionally loosened. Melanie thinks she might know the person who did it. Melanie finds Jace, who is practicing with his teammates at the basketball court. She drags him away to talk in private. Coach Peter asks what is wrong, but Melanie tells him that it's nothing. Melanie is furious at Jace and starts to accuse him of tampering with the gym equipment so that someone could sue and Melanie would lose her business. Jace looks at Melanie as if she was crazy and tries to deny it, saying that he would never do anything to harm Melanie or her business. He has been nothing but appreciative for letting his team use her court. Jace accidentally lets it slip that he knew about Kyle's infidelity by saying that now that Melanie is no longer with Kyle, that they can be together. Melanie asks Jace how he knew, and Jace does some quick thinking and claims that Brianna told him. One of Jace's teammates, Randy, says that Coach Peter needs him back for practice. Jace leaves. Melanie tells Brianna that she told Jace about Kyle's affair, but Brianna had no idea what she was talking about, and that this was the first time that she heard about this. Melanie was stunned and was starting to believe that Jace might have had something to do with it. Melanie drives to her old home and tells Jared the awful news about Charlie threatening to sue. The brother and sister duo are both devastated that they might be at risk of losing their business that their father worked so hard to create. Melanie gets a text message from Linda, asking if they could have lunch together. Melanie meets up with Linda. She asks her if there was anything wrong. Linda said that she just wanted to check up on Melanie, to see how life was like at her new home. Melanie said that things have been rough lately. She briefly explained everything that was going on between her and Kyle. Linda sympathized with Melanie, but Melanie was beginning to think that he was telling the truth. Later that night, Kyle is at the bar again, this time alone. Melanie tries to call Kyle, but it goes straight to voicemail. So she leaves a message saying that she finally realized that he was telling the truth, and that Jay set him up. At the bar, Kyle is approached by Alec, Melanie's high school sweetheart. He was there under the claim that Melanie had sent him a text asking him to meet. Alec was surprised to see Kyle instead. Alec brags to Kyle that Melanie finally sees what a loser he is and wants him back. This provokes Kyle, and he punches Alec in the face, and then the two men get into a huge brawl. Unbeknownst to Kyle, Jace was also present at the bar. Not only that, but he had also recorded the whole fight, including Kyle saying he'll kill Alec if he ever comes near him, or Melanie ever again. Obviously he didn't mean it. Eventually, security had to come and break up their fight. Alec and Kyle were told by one of the bouncers that they both had to leave. Kyle finally gets Melanie's voicemail and heads to Jared's house. Later on, Alec is seen walking to his car from an alcohol store, and it is revealed that someone had cut the brakes in his car when it shows a puddle of brake fluid on the pavement. While Alec is driving, he sees a traffic light turn red and attempts to stop the car using the brakes, but they don't work, and the car doesn't stop. Alec starts to panic and tries to hit on the brakes. Once again, but to no avail. He eventually crashes his car into a tree. Alec didn't survive the crash.